you're offline. So is the audio also for this one?
I used to have it all. Then I fucked up and saved the world. I managed to hold on to a few things. My ride, some of my sharper toys. But the world wants it all. Out here, you live by the gun. But you can still die by the sword. I say hold on to both, just in case. The world doesn't want to be saved. It wants to eat you alive. So this time, I'm bringing some friends along. Rise up and fight! Who wants some way? It's a good day to die. Rise up and fight! It's a good day to die.
Hello everyone and welcome to the GOG.com live stream. My name is Vlad and I have the pleasure of being your host for another Shadow Warrior live stream. And I'm not alone. Today I have the special honor to have with me Mr. Artur Maksara from Flying Wild Hog. I hope I didn't butcher your name there.
No, it's fine.
For everyone who is in chat, please let me know if you guys can hear us well, if the video and everything is running well. Please give us feedback on all of that while we're going through the game. I'd like to say hello to everyone who is in chat right now and watching. For those who didn't get it, Artur here is from Flying Wild Hog. So we have a developer. Please feel free to prepare yourselves for some knowledge. Artur, can you let us know what you do at Flying Wild Hog and exactly what your role is there?
With Shadow Warrior 1, I was a level designer, and then later when we were releasing the game for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I was a producer. Currently I'm doing all the producer stuff and also helping the guys at the office as an office manager.
That's awesome. Okay, guys, how was it? How was this time? Was the sound? Artur is a bit quiet. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. Okay, you are quiet. I know.
By the way, guys, I'm Hashmalum on the chat, so if you have any questions, I will try to answer them. If Vlad will be talking, I will be trying also to write on the chat.
Okay, let me do this. Guys, let me know if now things are better. I think I figured out why Artur is a bit quiet. I'm sorry if I'm going to say Arthur instead of Artur.
I don't mind. It's the same name.
Okay, guys. So we tune things up a little bit. Let's.
I'm a bit loud now.
He's a bit loud. Okay. Let's go with 60%. I think that's better. It's very difficult to get these balanced out before the stream, guys, so please be patient with us for a few seconds. Okay, let's get back into the game. For those who don't know, I live streamed Shadow Warrior yesterday here on GOG's Twitch channel, so we're continuing from where we left it off yesterday, which is Chapter 5 of the game. And as far as I understand, Artur, you are a level designer, and some of these areas around here are some of your work?
Yep, this level was designed by me, so this is basically a cemetery level. You will see it in a second after you go through the gate.
Okay.
Great. I needed a change of pace.
How far is the temple from here?
Just up this hill. Third carnage on the left. Can't miss it.
So, Artur, now let's let the cat out of the bag. How is E3 going for you guys?
6 people from our office went there, so the guys are really busy showing off Shadow Warrior 2 at the Devolver indie camp, because it's right outside E3, and everybody seems to be liking the game. We even got one nomination, from what I know, probably there are more, for the best E3 game nominee.
That's really amazing, because you know what? When I saw the trailer for the second game, I was completely blown away by some of the stuff that was announced there. But before we get to the second game, let's tease the chat a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about this first game, Shadow Warrior 1. I thought it was really interesting. You know, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of companies who made first-person shooters were developing their own engines. But it seems that today a lot of that has changed. Like, everyone is using pre-made engines, or they have, for example, a publisher has a certain group who is in charge of developing an engine or something like that. Why did Flying Wild Hog decide to develop their own graphics engine?
Flying Wild Hog was established by 3 people. It was Tomek Baran, Michał Szustak, and Klaudiusz Zich, and the guys basically are programmers, so they always wanted to create their own engine, and this is how Roadhog came to be.
One of the things that I like about Roadhog is the fact that it's sort of versatile. It can do a lot of things. I was surprised to see that you guys did Hard Reset, which was another old school first-person shooter, Shadow Warrior, and then you did Juju, which was this platformer, colorful, happy game.
Yeah. With Juju was, when we were, Juju was the developed for like 2 years, 3 years, and it was developed right opposite like Shadow Warrior. So when we finished Hard Reset, some people wanted to do something different, and there was a chance that they would develop this platformer, and part of the team split to make Juju, because I don't know, but I don't know if you know, but most of the people at Flying Wild Hog are over 30, so they got their own children, and to say the truth, they couldn't play Hard Reset or even Shadow Warrior with their kids. Come on, it's like 18 plus game, and they wanted to do something also to show their kids.
Yeah, that's really really nice. It also I think shows that you guys have a lot of okay, turning you up a little bit based on chat feedback, no problem. It also shows that you guys have a lot of diversity within the team in terms of the things that you can do. Because I was surprised. I don't know if you saw the Guerrilla stream from the PlayStation, I think, event, from the Sony event, when they announced their new IP. I don't know I don't remember the name of it.
Horizon?
Yeah, and they said that game looks great. I'm not saying anything negative about it, but they said once every 10 years a developer gets the chance to do a new IP.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. 10 years is like a long time for my opinion, to do the same thing 10 years over and over again.
Yeah, it's probably really tiring. I'm working at Flying Wild Hog already 5 years, and doing like almost only FPS games can make you tired.
So
It's
yeah, but it was like I said, I thought it was a really pleasant thing to see you guys do something like that platformer. Now I know that what was said publicly, that you guys started doing Shadow Warrior because Devolver came up to you and offered the project. At least that is something that I read. But I see a lot of changes to this Shadow Warrior compared to the original, and it feels a bit more like a well-rounded game, a more mature, more well-developed. Can you talk a little bit about like the themes behind developing the first Shadow Warrior?
With the first Shadow Warrior, we started with playing the original game, and then we asked ourselves, what's the most important thing about the original Shadow Warrior? What things we need to have in the game we want to create? So we made a list that there should be katana, there should be those like maze-like, a little bit maze-like levels, but not so corridor style like in the first Shadow Warrior. There should be all the enemy archetypes, so the exploding ones, all the demons, all the classic weapons. So we don't have like the sticky bomb, but if you purchase the crossbow, you've got sticky arrows, and they work the same as a sticky bomb. We've got the demon head, so you can use the demon head to kill the enemies. Wanted to keep all the classic elements and just create a game that would be fun to play.
And we just started the live stream. I'm stuck. Oh yeah, big glowing doors, and I missed them. One of the things that I like about this game is the fact that it's linear, but the levels are pretty open in terms of, you mentioned those maze-like elements. There's a lot of movement options here. You can move around, you can do a lot of things, and it's not an arena. I wouldn't call these levels an arena, like, you know, something like in the old Quake games or even other older FPS games. This is a bit more streamlined in a way.
In this level that you're playing, I put like you can do it on 3 different ways. So after you dispatch this main force on the main plaza of the cemetery, you can either go. You've got 3 different routes you can take. I will kill everybody and just tell you, because I can't see you on Skype when you're playing.
Can you see the game?
I can see it on Twitch.
You can't see it on Skype?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, give me a second.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay, can you still see it when I go back into the game?
Nope.
Okay.
Done. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I remember the level. So you can, after you killed everybody, you can go to the main building in front of you. You should take the keys, and then you can go either left to a garden or right into the cover. It's your choice what you want to do first.
Oji, are you counting?
Yeah, I like the fact that it seems to be linear, but not completely linear.
We did our best to get something like to add as much exploration as we could.
Now, let me ask you, these levels seem pretty large, and you mentioned so many options, and there are so many gameplay options. You can use weapons, you can use the sword, you can use the, a combination of things. How hard was it to get this game to run on the consoles?
Our programmer team,
This guy is raising
from what I remember, it took them like half a year to launch our engine, and then it was like down the hill because everything started working, and it was really. We developed the game for PC in 18 months, and it took like maybe exactly 1 more year to release the game on consoles.
that feels
Wow,
But
so
yeah, we've got really talented programmers in our office.
that's fast, in my opinion.
And the engine is ours, so it's not. And it's our first game for consoles, and it was launched on both Xbox One and PS4 simultaneously. So we are really happy.
Now, how was this game received on consoles? I haven't read, because I don't have a console, I don't follow any news regarding consoles, so I don't know how well this was received. I mean, I think it's a more challenging game if you're playing it on a console.
For PS4, we have included the touchpad controls, so you could just swipe on the touchpad to do a combo or use a skill. So it really was a tad easier for people than on Xbox One, and I think everybody liked it. We've got pretty good scores from both press and from users, so I think it's fine. And we are happy that we've got loads of emails with "Thank you guys, this is a really classic FPS shooter slasher. I really like it. I waited for such a game for several years."
Fighting this boss dude. Okay,
concentration.
got him.
First you have to kill off all the skeletons, and then you can. This guy was called Shaman.
Now, how difficult was it? The original Lo Wang was funny, but sometimes he was childish.
Yeah, and too offensive a little bit. We had to. We didn't want to make this mistake that Duke Nukem Forever did. So we didn't want to be too offensive. Our Lo Wang was to be more classy. It's like he was to be funny, but he was to be also a geek, a person who reads comic books and has his own Batcave.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was really funny when the world is in danger and he goes home to shave his head.
Yeah. And I hope you like Hoji, probably.
Yeah, I like. Well, a lot of the characters in remind me of a Wang in the hand is worth two in the bush. We found the fortune cookie. The characters in this remind me of the 80s action movies more than any other game that I've played recently. I don't know, Big Trouble in Little China, Showdown in Little Tokyo, things like that. Now